This is not Cooper Union.
This is Cooper Union.
Cooper reaches out far beyond its own buildings and facilities. Its campus is New York City. With its art, its people, its architecture, and all of the resources that make it the world's greatest city and the world's greatest campus.
Cooper Union is as much an idea as it is an institution. The idea belonged to Peter Cooper, an individualist, a self-made millionaire, an inventor, who built this school in 1859. He was a wealthy man who always regretted not having a proper education. So he dedicated his fortune in the last 30 years of his life to seeing that future generations would have the opportunities that he had missed. Although our campus has changed over the years, Peter Cooper's dream has remained a constant. Today, the Cooper Union for the Advancement of Art and Science provides academic foundation for more than 1,000 students from all over the world in the fields of art, engineering, and architecture.
Most of the people, especially in New York City, know about Cooper Union very well and the kind of students that study there. And they realize that most are really conscious, conscientious, conscious too, and very rigorous about their work and very passionate about their work.
I know when I'm tired now. I know what it's like to, I can't see anymore, so I've got to stop, and I know how much I can push myself, and it's like a good thing to learn.
We're right in the middle of what's going on in architecture. So we can go visit buildings that are being built. So we have guest architects come in that are very prominent in the world of architecture.
The way you attempted to render, this set of fire escapes as lining through, it would make me believe that the next renovation job of the piece within would be that entire block would reverse itself and line up behind this piece and in a way put the fire escape where it belongs, which is at the rear of the building, not at the facade. Therefore, not making an iconography of fire escapes because they align. That's a two-dimensional idea.
And so that if you're inside, you can look back and forth.
It should be about the two-dimensional drawing should be about a three-dimensional idea. And that's where you've got to be real careful.
Yeah.
Most people seek passion, and they know that they can teach us certain skills in the field that Cooper doesn't teach us. But they're mostly interested in, I think, the passion that the students here have.
I like that there's not a campus. I like that there's not a basketball team. I like that there's not a football team. I like that it's not beer blasts on all the weekends, and it's more of you're here to do your schoolwork.
Yeah, it is. It's very difficult. It's very time-consuming. But once you get past it all, it's very rewarding. You understand what you've done, what you've gone through, and you've grown so much, not just in architecture, but as a person.
something I noticed a great deal. A lot of students have an incredible background. A lot of them have degrees or have worked outside of school and architecture before entering here, and they bring, you know, there are dancers, there are mathematicians, there are playwrights, and even some, you know, construction workers. That's an incredible thing.
Well, it's got such a great reputation as being one of the best schools in New York, in the country, really. Also, it's right in New York where everything's happening. You know, you can go to the galleries and all the museums, and you're just right in the center of things. And the outside influences are so strong here that you just get more motivated by seeing all these people doing stuff all the time, and then getting ideas from other people. It gives light parts, like on the cheek there. And
Right.
Which is nice.
Yeah, I tried to do it. When I did the figure in the back, I noticed the light was reflecting on her and everything, and I tried to put that into the other ones. And in this one, there's like a glow, you know, like it's coming up off the ground.
The teachers here are all working, they're all doing their own work. They're not just teachers. I get different critiques from all the different teachers. So, and they really do give it to me. They take their time, they sit down, they give me their opinions. It helps so much. It's just, I never showed anything before I came here. I kept it all in the closet.
There's been a vast change of your attitude towards paint since the beginning of the year, and even composition. The last two pieces up here reflect that so much. I mean, I think they're excellent. Excellent.
And people just expect you to do something good. You can't get away with something sloppily done, or you just have to try hard. I mean, even if it's not good, you just have to try hard. That's all.
Experimental and analytical investigation of salinity intrusion in estuaries. Two-dimensional laterally averaged models. That's the title.
Which means?
Which means I'm studying fresh water flowing into salt water, and the fresh water really isn't fresh water, it's sewage. The project originated as a project for the city of New York. They're investigating a new way of preventing discharging sewage to the surrounding waters.
When I came in here as a freshman, they have something called a Dean's Hour. And basically what it is, they take all the freshmen, they put them in a big auditorium, and people more or less discuss what the situation at Cooper is like and is likely to become. And I remember the dean of the engineering school, Dean Tan, gave us a little speech where he said that we are all the cream of the crop, his exact words, and that we have to get that idea out of our heads, that because everyone here is the cream of the crop, we have to work at staying the cream of the crop.
I think you can't come in here with a high school mentality of work. You have to, you know, psych yourself up, be ready to do a lot of work, because it's tough. You know, I guess all the people beforehand have told you there's a lot of work, but we get a lot of enjoyment out of it. People get a lot of satisfaction out of doing the projects that are assigned. It's, you know, you feel real good when you get something that, you know, finally works and looks good.
I almost didn't come here because I was afraid, but I found out that everybody here helps each other when they have problems. It's not such a cutthroat school where you try to make other people trip up. You try to help each other, and I think that's good.
If people are having fun and, you know, getting into the things that, you know, people seem to think they learn it better. You know, that if you can get interested in it that way, and, you know, your friends, you know, say, here, come on, try this and look at this, and you say, hey, that's great, how can I do that? And you end up wanting to learn. And
a lot of the professors that I've had have worked in the field or do now, and you can sit in the classroom and they don't just tell you something out of the book. They'll tell you about what happened to them when they were working, or they'll tell you financially what it's going to be like, management, stuff like that, that you just can't get out of reading a book.
You come in, you see you have your own project that you're responsible for, you have your deadlines to meet, and it's your first real shot at what could be a real-life situation of working, where things have to be done, you're responsible, you can't blame anyone else for it, and you just start working. I guess what you get from Cooper is basically learning that things have to be done, that they have to be done on time, and that they have to be done well.
And it's also tuition free. It's the best education you can get.